Parkview. And you know the farmers market actually starts this coming Saturday. So we have our Robinson Park. You can actually, if you look all the way far out, you can see where the volcanoes are, and this makes for a beautiful sunset on a clear day. And this is one of my standard Kings guest services. Standard king room. We have these beautiful floral headboards in all of our rooms. Right over here we have our vintage Bluetooth radio, and then we have mini fridges in all of our rooms that have a full mini bar. And we actually want our guests to partake, and so you can get a beer for $5, you can get a Red Bull for $6, a little bit of everything. And then inside of our bathrooms, hi. We have 2 robes that the guests can use complimentary while here. We have the traditional hair dryer and steamer. We have the safes that are can accommodate up to a 17-inch laptop. And then of course we have our beautiful glass showers. I'll switch your sides and switch. Eight rooms that have adjoining, so it's a king that adjoins to 2 doubles. We have 8 suites, and then we have 8 ADA rooms, one of which is a suite. So as you're walking through the corridor from the park side to the downtown side, you have the beautiful downtown skyline. And so right over here, next door to us, we have an art studio. And they do spoken word as well as band performances. We have Sammy's and Ex Novo. We have the El Rey Theater to the right, and then inside of El Rey Liquors, they actually have the Speakeasy that's right downstairs. South of us, we have Curious Toast, and then we also have Damasio's, which are brunch spots. So as you can see, it's very lively, great energy in downtown. We have our Zia-shaped pool, and we do full menu from our restaurant poolside every day.
And the Clyde is the smaller tower right there.
And then Hotel Andalus is actually the brown tower.
So it's this one straight ahead, right?
Yes.
And that's Hotel Andalus, and there's the Clyde, point 4.
To the hotels.
To the hotels, yeah.
This is one of my room suites. So in our suites, we have a full-size sleeper sofa. The suites actually have a microwave and a refrigerator, as well as the breakfast nook. And then it's set up the same way with the full mini bar, the vintage Bluetooth radio. Just gives you a little additional space. It's actually twice as large as our standard rooms. And then I actually prefer this headboard. I feel the blue and gold beautifully complement each other. And then it has the larger lounge chair with the individual reading light there.
And the bathroom's the same, correct?
The bathroom is the same. And I like to point out this property was constructed in 1965, and so we have cement walls as well as floors and ceilings. It adds to the soundproofing. Nice heavy steel doors, and so it definitely makes it nice and quiet for you. So we're back in the lobby, and obviously, like I said, we're a lifestyle brand property, so we're all about being able to greet our guests in the lobby. Right outside the main doors here, we have a fire pit, and then it expands onto our patio area. You may have seen the coverage recently, but Albuquerque Journal as well as KOAT and Channel 13 have done stories on our restaurant. We have the 2 family tables here that can each accommodate about 14 very comfortably. We have the 6 booths that can accommodate an additional 36. So in our restaurant proper, it can seat about 80. We have our south patio, which is actually my favorite patio. And the reason why is because it sits right here on historic Route 66 on the Mother Road. So we'll step out here. So this is our south patio, and as I mentioned, it sits right here on historic Route 66. So on any given day, you can see lowriders and hot rods coming through. These are the two additional brunch restaurants that I mentioned before. So to the right, we have Damasio's, and to the left, we have Curious Toast. And then it takes you out to our pool area. We can go through here. So we actually do buyouts of our pool as well, where if you're utilizing the pool as well as the east patio, we can accommodate up to 200 guests in a flow, and that's kind of what we had for like our opening party. And then one thing that I love about the pool area is that we have a separate set of bathrooms here. We always have little people that are running through the lobby with their wet toes, and so we don't have to worry about that. So staying in line with our 1970s theme, we have our fire pit with the chairs that you'll find at Grandma's house. And then these are the second set of stairs that I was telling you that are inside our courtyard area. And then this area, under the blue awning here, you can actually do walk-up service to the restaurant and order the full menu. We have our patio area that accommodates about 26 or so, and then those doors are full panda doors. So when the weather is nice, we have those open, and then there's a flow in and out. With us being a lifestyle property, we're all about, feeling the vibe. And so we have more than 30 JBL speakers out in this space as well, and we're playing our Pally playlist. We do have a jukebox in our restaurant, and so if you select a song, it overrides the jukebox, which is a fun attribute.